first met Fred Smith almost 60 years ago. We were second lieutenants going through our basic training with about 200 other young men preparing to go to war. After the basic training, a few of us went to the Defense Language Institute to study the Vietnamese language. There, Fred and I became friends. Neither of us were very rigorous language students, and would spend our evening playing darts, drinking beer, and sharing our vision for the future. It was there that I first heard of Fred's cockamamie idea of developing a company to compete with the Postal Service and deliver mail and packages around the world. I next met Fred on the bloody battlefield during Operation Swift in the Quai Son Valley of Vietnam. It was September the 7th, 1967. We lost many good friends in a vicious fight. One of those we lost was a mutual friend, Navy Lieutenant Vincent Capodanno. Vince was a battalion chaplain who subsequently was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor posthumously. Later, Fred would often visit the chaplain's grave in Staten Island on the anniversary of that battle. Fred has been a strong advocate for Chaplain Capodanno's process towards sainthood. Fred went on to serve his tour, rising to command of Kilo Company 35. He was then a brand new first lieutenant, and company command is normally held by a seasoned captain. He stood shoulder to shoulder with the men he commanded. He fought fiercely, and he led by example. The citation from his Silver Star Award reads, "By his courage, aggressive leadership, and unfaltering devotion to duty, at great personal risk, Lieutenant Smith upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps." After this tour, Fred extended in Vietnam to fly OV-10s as an artillery observer. He loved the idea of flying. It was better than walking in the mud. After completing his second tour, he returned to the United States as a decorated Marine and subsequently left the Corps to follow his dream. Since then, Fred and Diane have made significant contributions to the Vietnamese Children's Fund, supporting the construction of schools for young children in regions by Vietnam affected by that war. Today, hundreds of Vietnamese children attend school due to the generosity of Fred and Diane. Fred had many accomplishments during his life. In and out of uniform, he always embodied integrity, humility, and courage. Shakespeare wrote about Henry V's speech at Agincourt to his soldiers. The king said, "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. He who sheds his blood with me today shall be my brother." Fred exemplified that spirit. He was a true friend of mine for a lifetime, as he was for many others he served with from private to general. The last verse of the Marines hymn says, "If the Army and the Navy ever look on heaven's scenes, they will find the streets are guarded by United States Marines." I know Fred is there standing his watch. Semper Fidelis, my friend.
Please welcome Senator Marsha Blackburn.